Yes, we'll see the national champions from last year, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Gun, the inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got the first down. Looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. catch in the middle. It's cheap. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's caught. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He wants to throw it. Looking left. Picked off. Bringing it back. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, ODU.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Going for it all. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Steps away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they'll take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, East Carolina.
It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Got a man. It's Harper. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Fires left. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Unloads quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Boom. Finds his man. It's Cheek. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Music now! Music now! Ready!
Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Royer. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punch it out of the air. Signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Pirates will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
With the catch, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Spits it out to the back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Pirates will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Harper. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Harper. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Monarchs have this offense rolling.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Let's go! Let's go! Okay, great!
Back to pass. This time he's got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. First down for the offense.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Fights off a defender. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he... check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Banner! Banner! Banner!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cheek. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, East Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offense scoops it up and still going. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Pirates line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, ECU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Pirates.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send the offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Music note. Music note. Trick 9B.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's reeled in. It's Harper. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got it in the middle. It's Thorne. Touchdown, ODU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 17.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
The Pirates really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Pirates will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harper across the 25. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Harper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. operating in the red zone here on second down. Might as well stick with him. Touchdown, Monarchs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's caught. It's cheap. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, East Carolina! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch. Take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That will